Good morning.
So there you see talking is Brad Larson, who was our first mechanical engineer and responsible for the original conception of the machine, what it looks like. And I've walked over here into the kitchen where I've got this board where I've printed all the different designs over the years. So this here was Brad's crazy first idea, and there was a few different renders of it there and there, and then it got refined a bit into that and that, those legs down there, and these legs look great, but I thought they looked too much like the Kees van der Westen Mirage machine. So the original one had these crazy animal feet on rubber on them. So that got converted into these rubber pads fairly quickly. And back then, we also, the original concept, this was just a holder, was to put a water tank on the side, which is what you can see here. And I love the asymmetric look, but in the end, we found that it was just impossible to get this manufactured out of glass. It also made the uptake assembly right here tremendously complicated. So we tried, I don't know, Brad, a year to try and make that glass thing work. This was one of the later designs.
It did have a lot of, it was more complicated than we thought.
Yeah, it was so cool to have the asymmetry. Plus, it was really nice to be able to fill it. The other thing we liked about it is there was no way for the water to fall on the electronics, right? Since it's outside. And in fact, we
lost you
with that idea here. And
Hello?
You can see it's still continuing. It just won't go away, this idea, until eventually we gave up and came up with the water tank under. And then once that happened, things went pretty quickly.
Does it still, so it still has that ceramic tray under there?
Yeah, very much.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the ceramic tray sliding in here. So, and still, well, actually, I think yesterday we were talking about materials for the drip tray, because we're considering essentially like this crock pot material, which is ceramic sprayed onto a form. But early on, we were really set on this idea of glass, and Pyrex was one of the things that came up as a suggestion on Diaspora. And if you've ever used like a lasagna baking tray out of glass, there's a bunch of prototypes that use that. The problem is that we found that that is really a mass production item. You need to order 20,000 of them from the absolute start if you want to make Pyrex anything. And that's a 10-year commitment. Back then, it would be like a 30-year commitment on our quantity.
Yeah.
Also, I think we did buy some of those baking dishes, and they kind of look like a baking dish.
Yeah, like you put a lasagna there or something.
Yeah, I think we were being mocked widely anyway for most of our design at the time, so the lasagna dish did not survive. Anyway, I thought I'd go over down memory lane. This is kind of cool over here.